Okay, so you can look at her feet and you can go, there's dirty, that's dirty, that's funky, that's nasty, and you can spend your time pointing out all of the dirt on her feet. Or you can do what Jesus did. So put them in there. And you can take a towel. And actually, let me just borrow your chair. Because you're going to get down on your hands and knees. And you're going to take the posture of a servant. And you're going to wash her feet. And the reason you're washing her feet is because that's what you do to dirty feet. You don't judge them. Of course they're dirty. Why? Because she's human. Of course they're dirty. Why? Because she's out working. Of course they're dirty. Why? Because that's what life does to you. Of course she's going to annoy you. Of course she's going to do stupid things. Of course you wish that she would cook more. Of course you wish that she didn't try to control the finances so much. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. Now you put your feet in there. And I know there's only one thing that you said that annoys her about you, but I've got at least 2 other things that I could say that annoy me about you, okay? And I could point them out. And I could say all the things that Nick does that just, I'm like, Nick is like that. But of course Nick says stupid things. Of course Nick does boneheaded things. Of course Nick falls short of the glory of God. Why? Because Nick is a human. And we could all sit around and say, Nick did this, and did you hear? And oh my God, and he was like this, and he was like that, and blah, 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 and Nick, and Nick, and Nick, and Nick, and Nick. And we could spend all of our time criticizing Nick. Or we could say, Nick, man, dude, I love you. And we could go to Jesus and we could say, Jesus, you know that Nick can just annoy people sometimes, but I love him so much. And would you just help him not to be such a knothead? But with my words, I'm going to come up to Nick and say, Nick, you're a great guy. Every time I'm around you, you make me feel better. Every time I'm with you, you look me in the eyes and you're right here with me. You pretend like you don't have anywhere else to go. I could build you up and wash your feet, or I could look at your feet and criticize you, because there's always something I could do to bring you down. There's always something you could do to bring your spouse down. There is dirt. The question is not whether or not your feet are dirty. The question is what you do with the other person's dirty feet. Yeah? You get it? Thank you.